All right, boys and girls, good morning. I'm standing out front of the Delaware Small Wonder sign that greets you every time you come into Delaware. We are a small wonder, but we are powerful. It is Thursday, February 4th, so stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I am a smart, special, valuable person. I respect myself and my school. I challenge myself in all I do. I am proud to be a Dolphin and proud to be me. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. All right, like I said, it is a little bit of a short week, and today it's going to be 45 degrees outside. It's super sunny, so get out, or 42, excuse me. Get outside and enjoy that sun. Probably won't be able to sled anymore today, unfortunately. Probably will be melted. All right, now I'm above the Route 1 bridge going down towards the beach. A beautiful bridge at this time of night. And I have a lot of announcements today. First of all, I want to thank our guidance counselors, Mrs. McCleary and Mrs. McNeil, for what a great and wonderful job they do. This is National Counselors Week, so if you see them today, give them a shout out and say thank you for the great work that they do as our guidance counselors. We also had some birthdays this week that I missed, but I'm going to catch up right now. So happy birthday to Journey Panetta. She was born on the 2nd. Happy birthday to Ashton Rustler. He was born on the 2nd. And happy birthday to Maurice Brooks, who was born today on the 4th. Great job. I always say that. A happy birthday to all three of you this month so far. All right. We have Gabe bringing you some information about Dr. Martin Luther King in a second, so wait on that. But I do have a joke. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An alligator in a vest is an investigator. All right, I'm going to leave it over to Gabe. He's going to talk about Dr. Martin Luther King, and he did a great job. Remember, send me your videos for Black History Month. I'll get them on the morning announcement.
Hello. My hero for Black History Month is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., born as Michael King Jr., was born on January 15, 1929. He was an American Baptist minister and activist who became the most visible spokesperson and leader in the Civil Rights Movement in 1955 until his assassination in 1968. King is best known for advancing civil rights through nonviolence and civil disobedience, inspired by his Christian beliefs and the nonviolent activism of Mahatma Gandhi. He was the son of early civil rights activist Martin Luther King Sr. King participated in and led marches for blacks' rights to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other basic civil rights. King led the 1955 Montgomery bus boycott and later became the first president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, or SCLC for short. As president of the SCLC, he led the unsuccessful Albany movement to Albany, Georgia, and helped organize some of the nonviolent 1963 protests in Birmingham, Alabama. King helped organize the 1963 March on Washington, where he delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. The SCLC put into practice the tactics of nonviolent protests, with some success by strategically choosing the methods and places in which protests were carried out. There were several dramatic standoffs with segregationist authorities, who sometimes turned violent. FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover considered King a racial and made him an object of the FBI's on Taylor Pearl from 1963 forward. FBI agents investigated him for possible communist ties, recorded his criminal relations, and reported that government officials. And in 1964, mailed King a threatening anonymous letter, which he interpreted as the attempt to make him commit suicide. On October 14, 1964, King won the Nobel Peace Prize for combating racial inequality through nonviolent resistance. In 1965, he helped organize 2 of the 3 Selma to Montgomery marches. In his final years, he expanded his focus to include opposition towards slavery, capitalism, and the Vietnam War. In 1968, King was planning a national occupation of Washington, D.C. to be called the Poor People's Campaign, where he was assassinated on April 4th in Memphis, Tennessee. His death was followed by the riots in many U.S. cities. Allegations that James Earl Ray, the man convinced of killing King, had been framed and acted in concert with government and agents persisted for decades after the shooting. King was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Gold Medal. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day was established as a holiday in cities and states throughout the United States beginning in 1971. The holiday was enacted at the federal level, legislation signed by President Ronald Reagan in 1986. Hundreds of streets in the U.S. have been renamed in his honor, and the most populous city in Washington State was rededicated for him. The Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. was dedicated in 2011. Thank you.